Hello and welcome to another episode of Raw Reactions, where we will be reviewing the new Star Wars film, The Last Jedi. My name is Sean, and this is Laura, and this is Raw Reactions. Now, let's just...
It will be full of spoilers, so if you've not seen it, then
this is a spoiler review.
Yeah,
watch it, and then watch this video. But we'll start off at the very beginning, I think. Now, it's the kind of thing.
Bear in mind, we did see an IMAX 3D as well.
Yeah,
so
see it in IMAX 3D. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, the very beginning. I mean, there's no other film that can get that feeling like you see in A Galaxy Far, Far Away, a long time ago, blah blah blah. And then the Star Wars music comes on.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that creates that feeling, and I just couldn't help but smile.
Well, for me, I'm just waiting for the big. Ding! It's like because it's really loud. I was like, this was like, I'm like, it's coming, like
I was looking forward to that bit.
Yeah, because it's IMAX, it'll be louder as well.
Because obviously that music it emotes so much.
Yeah.
It connotates so much positive emotions from it's very nostalgic. And then the scroll comes up. Now with the scroll, obviously this is the first Star Wars film that is carrying on straight after the previous one. Every other one there's been like some sort of time gap. At least a few years. So obviously now the opening scroll is basically to update the audience on what has happened in the story up to that point since
that's
the last
true,
one.
Because it was quite short as well.
It was 3 paragraphs, same as normal. It's always
felt
3.
Like it was quite short.
No, it's always 3 paragraphs.
Okay.
There might have been less in the paragraphs, but no, I mean, I thought, how can they? Because I knew that prior, and I thought, how can they possibly fill up 3 paragraphs when there's literally no time has passed from The Force Awakens? But I liked it. It was the opening scroll. It got me right back into it, back into the world of Star Wars. And then obviously, it starts with a space battle, of course.
Yeah.
And of course, man, this is why I wanted to see it in IMAX. Because those visuals, they were so good. It was such a good opening battle. They did things that I've never seen in a Star Wars movie before. I think because it followed the camera was sort of the ship, and it sort of weaved in and out, and got everything flying. The lasers flying past, and I thought that was really good. I really liked that. I like the CGI and the effects and the action. It was all really good. I really liked it. What did you think of the beginning?
I liked it. I mean, I guess in a way I was expecting the first scene just to be right where it left off from The Force Awakens, but I wasn't thinking it was just going to go straight into battle. But I guess you're still building up to it, I suppose.
You've always got to start with an action sequence in a Star Wars film. You've got to.
But people want to see Luke Skywalker as well. It's like, well, what's happened with him?
Well, yeah.
We want to know. He said nothing in the last film. It's like, we waited 2 years.
He's been in the trailer. You see him in the trailer with his lightsaber.
Yeah.
And then I didn't expect him to just throw it away.
No.
He just threw it away. It was like, come on, don't be an arsehole. No, I didn't expect that. It was almost comedic. I don't know if that was the right way to go, but it was almost comedic.
With him, there's a few comedic.
There was a few funny bits, yeah. Like, I mean, this is towards the end, like when they fire all the, for like 5 minutes they're firing at him, and then he just goes like that. And then you're introduced to the Porgs. That's what those little creatures are, the Porgs. They were literally just brought in to be cute.
Yeah.
It was like this.
They just have a few funny moments with Chewbacca.
This is basically this film's version of the Ewoks.
Yeah.
Except
that's what they said. Are they the new Ewoks?
I think these were done in the right way. The Ewoks, as cute as they were, one of the reasons. The Last Jedi, not Last Jedi. The Return of the Jedi. That's one of the reasons that wasn't as good as the others. Because of anyway, that's a different review. But no, I liked the porgs. I don't have a much, when I see something cute, I don't go, oh, that's cute. I don't do it. That's not me.
I think I did that. I was like, oh.
Yes, you did do
No,
that.
it's like when Chewbacca was about to eat them.
Yeah. That was a funny
They
bit.
have like the puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
Like, that's funny.
I tell you what, the when Chewie and Luke meet again for the first time, that was a good meeting. I didn't realize how much I wanted that meeting, that reunion, until it happened, and I was like, oh yeah, that was quite emotional.
Luke obviously didn't feel that Hans had died because he obviously didn't know. Because later felt
Oh
it,
yeah.
He didn't.
That's because Luke had shut himself off from the Force.
I guess so.
Yeah, so he wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, a lot more time was spent on that island than I thought would happen.
Really? I like those scenes though when they kept going back to them.
I liked the scenes. Yeah. I just thought that at some point Luke would leave. Not at some point. I thought there'll be a training sort of sequence, and then I thought they would both leave the island.
Yeah, there wasn't really much training, really.
No, I mean he was reluctant and he just wanted, wanted to be left alone.
Yeah.
He was basically a grey Jedi, wasn't he? Which is neutral.
Right.
Because there's I mean I think they touch on it here. Jedis and Siths aren't the only Force users in the galaxy.
Okay.
And he was a neutral. I think that's the right term. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought grey Jedi.
Okay.
That's what it turned into. Now I mean I'm not sure. I mean I am sure. I liked seeing Yoda again.
Yeah.
I liked it.
That was nice. Yeah.
I mean there's not really anyone else that could have convinced him to come back and help.
So was it just Yoda? You mean? I thought you meant was it the same guy who played him?
Frank Oz, yeah. Yeah, Frank Oz.
Right,
it was the same guy.
I wasn't sure. Yeah.
I mean, I thought he looked weird. Yeah, the Yoda looked weird because they've been doing it in CGI, haven't they?
That was the prequels ones.
The prequels they did it in CGI, and I thought that worked. For all their faults, the CGI in the prequels was really good. But I thought they went back to the puppet.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
I didn't find it a problem. I could clearly see it was a puppet, but it didn't bother me.
I mean, it didn't hinder my enjoyment that much, but I would have preferred it to have been, a CGI.
I mean, it's Disney, so they know animatronics, so that's what they went with. Really,
yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Who cares?
It was just oh my god, it's Yoda. No one's gonna go, why the hell didn't you use CGI? If they use CGI, I don't think there would be more hate.
I thought.
I think.
You reckon?
I think.
I don't reckon they would.
I'm sure I've heard people say, "Oh no, I don't like CGI." The prequels.
Oh, right. I don't know. Yeah. I preferred him CGI because obviously with technology, especially with the Star Wars technology they have nowadays, they could have made him look, perfect, the same as except they could.
Well, yeah, but he's just made to look the way he died.
He was when he died,
He isn't going to change much, is he?
I didn't realise that Force ghosts could touch things.
Yeah. What, like he created, caused that fire?
Yeah, that, and I think he touched something. He touched Luke, didn't he?
Maybe, I don't know.
I didn't.
Because they both have the Force.
Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was something else.
What do you think about? Well, it's not right at the end. Like Luke found peace. Like he just disappeared. Like he died or something.
I mean,
I don't believe he's dead because he was supposed to be in episode 9. I know a lot has going to change now for episode 9, but they had wrapped filming before Carrie Fisher died because they were supposed to have scenes together.
They'd wrapped filming for episode 8.
That's what I meant. Episode 8 they wrapped filming
before
she died, but there was originally supposed to be a bigger plot between Leia and Luke.
Yeah.
So I don't think Luke's gone.
I mean, he can always come back as a Force ghost.
I know. I don't believe he's dead because they were supposed to have scenes together. I know they would have rewritten it. I guess they can rewritten it like he had just died, but I don't believe.
Well, what happened is that they did rewrite and they did a lot of reshoots. I think.
What, after her death?
After her death,
okay,
yeah,
well,
because
that's possible, then.
they had to. What they had to do was they had to what's the word? They had to change. Obviously, she had quite a big sort of part of Episode 9,
Mm.
and they had to change it all round. They had to change her storyline in this film to explain her absence from the next one, because they said that she's not, that they're not gonna do a CGI recreation.
Yeah, even though her family's been gave permission.
But they said they're not going to do that, and they said they're not going to kill her off. So they had to rewrite it. They had to redo this film to make her absence in the next film make sense.
Yeah.
Which obviously meant other things, because apparently she was supposed to have this really emotional reunion with Kylo Ren in Episode 9.
Yeah, it's a shame they never got seen together.
No. Tell you what, there was a lot more sort of tying up of storylines than I thought there would be. Because obviously there's that slight rivalry between Finn and Captain Phasma that ended.
Yeah.
And then obviously the main sort of villain, they've already deviated, because obviously the last one got criticism for being too similar to A New Hope, and this film, although I saw vague similarities, they veered off in a massive way. They killed off the main villain. They killed off Snoke.
I was surprised about that.
I was surprised about that.
Like, oh, I'm going to destroy everything, and then it's like, crap, you're gone.
It's like what, like 2/3, like halfway through the film, 2/3 through the film. Like, I didn't expect that.
I thought that was a good fight where it looked like, oh, he's changed. He's on the dark side anymore, Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Sort of, they teased you a bit there. So, I mean, you do think that he's going back to the light. I thought that would have been a very quick changeover.
Yeah.
I didn't see, and I wouldn't have seen enough sort of conflict and you know, push and pull with it for him to just switch like that. That would have I don't think I would have liked that. And so they saved themselves. They didn't do that, did they? He kills off. He doesn't turn back to the light. He kills off his. He was a lot like Luke. He decided a lot what Luke did. He said that the Jedi need to end, and I mean, the Sith still would have been there, but and that's what you say. And he said the Sith and the Jedi need to end, and that's. I mean, he went a different way about it than Luke. Luke just was gonna, you know, be the last Jedi and die off. But I didn't expect. Well, yeah. So I didn't. I liked that. It was a good twist. I did like it.
What do you think about Rey's parents? They were just nobodies or something. Do you believe that?
I don't believe that. No,
I don't believe it. It's like, well, why does she have the Force? That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
If her parents just nobodies.
She's just a complete anomaly.
Her parents were just drunks or something.
Junk funders or something.
They sold her for drink money.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's not interesting at all.
I don't.
Everyone's been waiting to hear.
They have built up to a lineage.
Is she Luke's daughter? Is Obi-Wan's granddaughter? Or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, no, that's boring.
Yeah.
No, we're just a couple of drunks. Right?
Yeah. There's a theory that she could be both Luke's daughter and Obi-Wan's granddaughter. Because there's this storyline in one of the recent comics where Obi-Wan hooked up with someone.
Okay.
And the person, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's that.
I think there's more to that in the third one. It's like, that is boring. That's like.
Yeah. No, I think it's got to come back. It's got to come back.
Because there was a big thing, like with the reflection thing, where you see millions of her. It's like, who's my parents? And it's just her.
Shows her.
Yeah. It's like, no, it's got to be more to that than just two drunks.
Yeah.
It's boring.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I was disappointed with, because it wasn't until I got sort of when you see you see Chewie and Luke reunited.
Yeah.
Because I think we all wanted it. We all wanted a reunion between the big three: Luke, Han, and Leia.
Yeah.
And they killed off Han. That made it impossible. I mean, when when you saw Chewie and Luke, I realised how much I wanted that again. That's really frustrating.
But then you've got a bit sad because he's like, "Where's Han?"
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Yeah. But, so that was there's something else, wasn't there? Oh yeah. How do you feel? Because obviously we did mention this. They they changed. They obviously had to change Leia's storyline for this one. How do you feel they did that, and how do you think they're going to go forward with it?
Talking about Leia, actually, quickly. it was nice to see her using the Force, because you never really saw it when she was blasted into space.
They didn't really do anything with that, her being Force sensitive.
But I think they would have in the next
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi, they say that he says you can use the Force as well. The Force is strong with you, and that didn't go anywhere.
There wasn't.
Years later, she still doesn't appear. Apparently, doesn't know it.
But she does in this film.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they would have explored that in the next
They didn't.
film.
I mean, this is the first time we've ever seen her use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, if she was still alive, they would have used it. In the next film as well.
I mean, I think she is shown to be aware of it and know she can use it, but she doesn't.
I think the way they did her storyline was fine.
Yeah.
As well, it's a bigger role than The Force Awakens. I think. Yeah.
It does make me think. Like, basically, they don't leave anything open. They don't sort of say, yeah, this happened to a sort of like leave it on a cliffhanger for a storyline, for example. It just sort of ends. She's with the Resistance.
Yeah.
And that's it until episode 9. But she didn't film anything for episode 9. And so I mean, I don't understand. Is she just going to randomly not be there anymore?
I know.
They've got
it's
to
hard
do something.
to explain. It's like, oh, she's popped to the shops.
Yeah.
What are they going to say?
They've got to do something, and I don't.
I think they're just going to say, oh, she's gone off on an important mission.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I thought I was really shocked when they apparently killed her off earlier in the film.
What, the big blast?
The big blast.
No, I thought
on the bridge.
That would happen.
I thought, bloody hell, I thought they weren't going to do that. I wouldn't have liked that.
I mean, I guess people might have believed it at the start. It's like, well, yeah, she did die, so it makes sense.
I wouldn't have liked if they did that. I wouldn't have liked that. No. I wouldn't have liked them just killing off her character like that. But maybe that was something they had to change in order to, because I think there were still a lot of pickups that she needed to do for The Last Jedi. She hadn't completely finished. So maybe that was one of the things they had to change.
Maybe.
Put her in a coma for most of it.
Maybe.
Yeah. What did you think? What did you think? We haven't talked much about Kylo Ren. What did you think about him? About his storyline?
I was kind of feeling for it. You kind of feel sorry for him in a way, like when he was training, it's like, oh, well, who do you believe? Luke
Yeah. No, I liked his storyline.
I did like the bit where you think he's changed and they have that big cool fight against everyone. I like that. And it's
I did like that. Yeah, that was cool. I liked that. And I thought, oh, so they're working together now. That's cool.
I feel like in the third film, he's either gonna change to the good side, he'll find his heart or something, or maybe his dad will come back as a spirit. Maybe
the Force ghost.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I think that might happen, and he has a change of heart. I don't feel like he's gonna die on the dark side. I think he might die.
You think he's gonna do a Vader and come back to the light and then die?
Yeah, that's the thing. It'll be too much like that one.
I mean,
maybe he will, because Vader in Return of the Sith? Is that the third one?
Third one.
Yeah, like
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Sorry, he went full evil, basically. So he's either gonna turn good, like in Return of the Jedi, or just stay full evil. I don't know.
Well, we don't.
He'll go either way, but do you think he'll survive in the next one?
I mean, he clearly, basically, he's saying about letting go of the past, isn't he? He's talking about letting go of the past, letting it die, so everything that ties you back, and sort of, I think, like in the Force Awakens, sort of, they did this before, like with I think with Luke, when the Emperor was telling him to kill Darth Vader, where he didn't go through with it, Kylo Ren did. He took his moment and killed Han.
Yeah.
He didn't do that with Leia though. He had the opportunity to do it.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
And he didn't.
Yeah, because he still has a heart.
He's still conflicted. They do say that. I mean, even Snoke acknowledges it.
Yeah.
Doesn't he? He said, "I set up the connection between you two."
Yeah.
And I knew that you wouldn't be wise enough to know it was a trap, and I knew that you would be conflicted. And So, I thought that was a nice twist as well. No, I liked it. I mean, people are saying I've just heard lots of problems other people have had with it. I nothing major for me. There's nothing major. I mean,
I've not read any other people's reviews or anything.
I haven't read it.
No.
Any reviews? No. But I just know that there have been things that people don't like about it, and things that they really did. But I mean, it was sort of minor, all minor. I don't feel that.
I mean, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan anyway, so I was just happy with it regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
but I liked it. I did like it.
Yeah, Luke turning into a Force ghost. Back to that. I
still don't think he's dead.
I was confused at that. I didn't.
Unless they did do the reshoots because of Carrie Fisher's death, then okay, I believe that. But I don't. Yeah. Because of the original plan, I don't think he's dead.
I think he is dead. Because they actually acknowledge it. They say he's at peace.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if I believe that. But she also said it felt different when she said they.
Yeah, it felt different. It wasn't he wasn't in pain or anger. He was at peace. Yeah, that was why she's saying it was different, I think.
Yeah, the only reason is because that's how Yoda died. Really, he disappeared, didn't he?
Yeah, but he died of old age.
Well, I know, but I don't know if I think. I don't know if he's dead. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I didn't quite buy that. Just him. Yeah. I don't know.
It was kind of a cool reveal that he wasn't actually there as well.
Yeah, that was a cool reveal. Yeah. Yeah. Because you didn't realise that he didn't actually touch Kylo Ren during that fight.
No, but his lightsaber could work, didn't it? So. Or did he not?
Yeah, that's true.
He did. Yeah, he did fight him with the lightsaber. Didn't he?
Well, yeah.
They did touch. Yeah.
The lightsaber touched the other lightsaber, but he didn't physically touch. Yeah, I guess that doesn't really work.
I mean, they can physically touch though anyway when you're far apart. You know that from Rey and Kylo Ren.
Yeah, that's true. They did that. Yeah. Something. I mean, things like that. Just there were some inconsistencies like that. I mean, those are the only problems I really had was slight inconsistencies.
Yeah, but nothing's perfect. So.
I know. I mean, it didn't.
Overall, it was a good film.
It didn't. Yeah, my pros definitely outweigh the cons.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
Could wait another 2 years for the last one.
Well, yeah, we got
this
one. Only anyway. One. No, it's only like 6 months until the next one comes out.
6 months.
Untitled Han Solo film. I think.
I mean, the actual Star Wars.
I know, but that is a Star Wars film.
Yes, but the actual Star Wars film, like Rogue One, that's not
an anthology film.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean,
to it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's Christmas. I don't know if the name's coming out on Christmas.
Yeah, I think it's December again. Originally it was May 2019, but then they pushed it back.
Because back to it, we haven't really talked much about Captain Phasma because her character was criticised in Force Awakens for just she's supposed to be this badass and she wasn't in that film.
Which one was she again?
The one that Finn fought.
No, I don't
Finn
know.
fought. She's a silver stormtrooper.
Oh, her. Silver. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Gwendolyn Christie.
Right. Oh, that was her. Okay. Yeah.
In the Force Awakens, she was criticised for being supposed to be this badass, and she wasn't. She ended up, getting defeated easily just at gunpoint.
It's a stormtrooper.
Well, no, she's supposed to be this badass, this
yeah.
really powerful sort of, she's leader of a garrison or whatever. But and I thought she didn't really have much screen time. I thought, but they still did her justice because she was even though she died. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't expect so many.
She's like the Boba Fett of this film.
Yeah.
Wasn't in it much.
I think she was in it more than Boba Fett was in it.
Yeah.
But I think what else was there? I thought it didn't. I mean, like 3/4 through it, it didn't feel as epic as the other ones. You know what I mean? I mean, because with the majority of it, the majority of Finn's storyline is he's off trying to. It's all based around this one sort of area, and that's the ship trying to escape really slowly from another ship. I mean,
there were some bits like when they were going to execute that Finn and Rose.
Yeah.
It seemed like forever before they were trying to execute.
Yeah.
because it kept fleeting back towards different scenes,
Yeah.
like back to this ship, and then back to Rey, and then oh, we're still holding you. We're gonna execute you any time now. Like,
yeah.
And how did they survive that? Finn and Rose, when the explosion happened, they just happened to be okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, lots of stormtroopers were still okay.
Yeah, not nearby them. The ones holding them should have survived, but they were nowhere near, and there was no one around them.
Yeah, like I said, it's all very convenient, and there were some inconsistencies.
Yeah.
But what do you think Benicio del Toro's character will survive? Or has survived?
Who?
Benicio del Toro.
I don't know all these names. So
The guy who betrayed him, who helped him get into the room, and then
oh, that guy. He's not that important.
He's a big actor.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Do you think he's going to come back? Do you think you're going to see him again?
Maybe he's very rich now.
You don't see him die. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think you see him die.
I think you would see him die if he was going to die, you would see him die.
Yeah.
He's just one of those.
Plus, he's quite a big actor. You don't have to get a Benicio del Toro to play a small role like that.
Take your word for it.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
He's probably done anything you've seen.
We don't need to talk about it.
He was in Guardians.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. What else? Have we missed anything out? I thought what's her face? The lady with the purple hair. Can't remember her name.
I know who
you know who I mean. Yeah. I started to really hate her character. I think you're supposed to, but
I feel like she was gonna. You think is she gonna betray them? Like,
no, I think I think her character is shown to be in. I don't think you're supposed to question her allegiance, but she's that kind of sort of stubborn sort of leader. You know they're fighting for good.
Yeah.
But you also obviously she completely disagrees with the protagonist. I mean it goes back to that thing where there's nothing that the world isn't black and white. There's not everyone who fights for good is good.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. No one's perfect. And I thought her sacrifice at the end. I thought was good. I liked it. I thought it was sort of. I think you see Poe Dameron realise that he hated this girl. He hated her. I think, and you see. I think you see his face, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I was wrong. She's a good person. She's a good leader. She's sacrificing herself for us." To be honest, I thought they were going to do that to Carrie Fisher. I thought she was going to say, "No, I'll do it." But she didn't, I guess. Well, they did say they're not going to kill off the character.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been a fitting end to her character. The general going down with the ship kind of thing. But no. Yeah, complaints a few. And
what would you give it out of 10?
That's difficult. I would probably give it. The number 8 is in my mind.
Yeah, I'd say about 8.
The number 8. Yeah, I'll give it 8 out of 10. I would definitely need to rewatch it to see. Then, I mean, you don't really know how you feel about it until you watch it a second time. All you can do is analyse it and try to remember. Because we didn't bring a notepad in, we didn't write down all these bits. So we just. There's probably loads of bits that we've forgotten to talk about. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I think that's
wrap it up now.
It's bloody hell, nearly half an hour.
Well,
yeah. Hope you liked it. Comment, tell us what you think, and subscribe. We need more subscribers. So new channel. We need to do all the help we can get. So yeah. Bye.
Bye.